Hello again, Kingston Town Administrator Keith Hickey with the latest edition of This Week in Kingston for the week ending November 18th, 2022. Hope everybody is ready to have a fantastic holiday Thanksgiving weekend next weekend. Just to remind everybody, the town offices and a lot of the public buildings that are non-emergency will be closing on Wednesday evening and will be closed on Thursday and Friday next week. So please try to plan accordingly. If you have any business to do in the townhouse or the library, things of that nature. Just a quick update on the temporary residents. We still have about 200. Last I knew earlier this week, we had 5 of those 200 people enrolled in Kingston schools. Senator Moran and Representative Lanacha were part of a group that were able to provide or acquire or identify funding, I guess is the best way to put it, to assist the community for the number of kids in school. So the school department will get $1,000 per student to start with, anyways. And again, the governor and others in DHCD have acknowledged that they will make every community that's hosting these temporary residents whole. So hasn't happened yet. Hoping that happens in the near future, but nothing as of yet. Coming up at the next board meeting is going to be on the 29th of November. We did have a short selectmen's meeting this week. The board made some decisions on some minor type things. It was a quick meeting. Nothing significant. At the 29th meeting, I'll be presenting my proposed fiscal 24 budget to the Board of Selectmen for their review and consideration. And at some point shortly after that, it'll go to the Finance Committee for their review. Also, we'll be presenting the Board of Selectmen and ultimately the Capital Planning Committee, the capital approval plan for fiscal 24 as well. So all of our financial information will be presented on the 29th. We'll get that loaded up on the website and have people have the opportunity to review any of the documents that they want to take a peek at. And always, if anybody has any questions or comments, I'm always available to try to answer those for you to the best of my ability. Some other issues that have recently occurred in town. The transportation and dumping of sand on Marion Drive. It's been a long-standing project. The zoning administrator a few months ago provided them with a letter saying they were violating our zoning bylaw. The property owner appealed that. The zoning board heard that appeal a couple of months ago, and last night they voted to support the zoning administrator's finding that it's that his decision that no fill should be brought into that Marion Drive site was appropriate, and they signed that letter last evening. So if need be, the town is prepared to go to court to request an injunction if in fact the property owner continues to bring fill into that property. So we are addressing that to the best of our ability. We are attempting as quickly as we can to stop that activity, and we'll do what we can to make that happen. We'll be meeting with the Department of Environmental Services later on today, as a matter of fact, to get an update from them on where things stand. But frankly, at this point, there needs to be a change in zoning to allow that type of activity to occur in the future. So we'll see what happens. So beyond that, there's where the Board of Selectmen appointed a task force Tuesday night for the MBTA zoning. Our town planner Valerie Massard will work with members of the Board of Selectmen, the Planning Board, and other residents and board members to try to address the MBTA zoning and propose zoning for Kingston that would comply with that. for voters' consideration. We're still looking at a number of alternatives, including requesting the MBTA close that train station if that's what's most appropriate, but we're going to look at all the different options, explore those, and bring forward all the options to ultimately the board, and if need be, the voters of the community. And if the decision we made, the voters can make that, and we'll move forward from there. But I think there's going to be some options that might be palatable for the residents of the community if the MBTA zoning were to be approved and implemented in Kingston. So we'll see what shakes out there, but that'll be occurring over the next several months. So with that, I think that's about it for the week. Again, I want to wish everybody a very safe and happy Thanksgiving season. Obviously, no, we won't be taping the show next week, so I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you again in December. Have a great day.